Okay. On.
All right. Good evening,
Merlin, how are you,
everyone out
my
there
friend?
in YouTube land. Good evening, Daniel, the great Curie. How are you doing tonight? How
I'm
are you
doing very
doing?
well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
I'm good.
As
I'm
you
good.
know, we are between two slabs. Is episode 6. Happy holiday Christmas special, and you are with Dan, the great curator, and Merlin of Merle Cards. So check us out on Instagram at the Great Curator and at Merle World Cards, and that's the same thing on our YouTube as well and eBay.
And you're coming from a remote location today, right?
I am. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is my parents' house, not my house. So luckily they have a Mac computer too that's at very fast speed. So hopefully it won't have any freeze ups this time. And it's very cold here, Dan. It's like 30 degrees. And I'm wearing my warm jackets, which I normally never wear. Maria had bought me a really warm John Varvatos jacket like 2 years ago. And I think I've worn it 2 days, but I've worn it every day here
Oh
so
wow.
far. So I'm getting some money use. So she was really happy
we,
that I was able to bring it with
yes.
me because of COVID. We never
Awesome.
went anywhere last year. So how was
Right.
your weekend,
Right.
man? Good weekend?
Uh,
Any card shows?
yeah. I took the. No, I didn't do any card shows last weekend. There were some card shows here in Orange County, but I'm taking the break until pretty much the end of the year, going into next year. I think Dallas might be my first card show. We'll see. I might
Really?
do a local show before that, but right, the whole focus is on Dallas right now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm thinking about it
Yeah.
night and
Oh,
day, man. So
yeah,
Dan
we
Messing,
got
good day,
Australia in the
gentlemen.
house.
Oh, that's the Australian.
Yeah, he's
I'll
from
see.
Australia. Uh-huh.
Love it. I
Global
was wondering
Sports
who it
Card
was
Investor.
when
I
I
think he's
saw
from
the
Australia too.
analytics. Global Sports and Card
Yeah, I think
Investor.
Global.
Yeah, good day there, my
He's from
American
Australia.
amigos.
Yeah.
He's got to be somewhere besides America.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, man. What time is it
I
out
know,
over
right?
there? Let me what time it is. You fix my voice a little work. I got a new
We got
mic
Adam in the
too.
house.
All right, there we
Oh,
go.
that sounds a lot
Hey,
better.
Adam.
That sounds a lot better.
You like that better? Good.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
Less
Charles.
echo. Charles.
I think Charles just bought some cards off me off ComC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some X-Men cards.
Everywhere. Charles is everywhere, man.
No, I saw it said buyer Charles, so I was like, that's him.
Right.
Mike Money Mike, he's still getting on that Bitcoin. Let's have a Bitcoin Christmas party.
Yeah.
Hey, Mervin.
We got Mervin.
Been talking to Mervin on
Mervin
Instagram.
designed a logo for me. I don't know if you guys saw. I posted the Great Gatsby inspired logo. He did that for me.
Oh, where can we see it?
I posted it on Instagram, but it was in a store, so I'll have to post like a permanent post for it. But I'll share it with you guys. So yeah, that's definitely. I'm definitely going to be making a T-shirt about that because a lot of people had feedback about that one.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I got to ask you who did your Cat Stevens parody of The Great Curator?
What is Cat Stevens?
It's that song. What sounds, Cat Stevens, Wild World, and if you ever saw Harold and Maude.
You mean at the end of my videos?
Yes, it sounds like Cat Stevens.
The Great Curator Ballad.
Yes,
it's called the Great Curator Ballad. Okay, the TGC Ballad. Anyways, that's one of the members of the Army. His name is Michael Golan. He's a musician. I tag him on the end of that reel so you can see his Instagram. Yeah, he did the lyrics, and then he his musician composer friends. I also tagged her on the end. I think her name's Shannon. I can't remember. I should know this, but she did the music, and they paired it up together. So I like it a lot. It's very slow paced, but I like it a lot. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, listen to Cat Stevens. You know a lot of his songs. It sounds just like Cat Stevens. So
yeah,
it's definitely a parody of it, but I love it. It cracks me up every time. Axel C, what up, everyone?
Right.
Global Card Investor. Did you catch the Josh Luber interview on Lucas Tigers and Bronze? Tell me more. Did you see it, Dan?
No, I did not. I did catch his interview on who was it? Was it Sports Card Investor? I think it was Sports Card Investor. I did catch his interview there. I'm actually going to put out a video tomorrow about going over the key points from the paper that he wrote. So watch my video tomorrow for that. It's pretty interesting.
And who are you talking about? Josh Luber?
Yes.
Okay. And where is this article? Actually, I don't. Who is Josh Luber? Teach me more.
Josh Luber is the head of the Fanatics card division.
Yes.
He's the one who's going to be running everything. Yeah. Okay. And then he wrote a paper. He wrote a 53-page research paper that he published online about why he thinks trading cards are cool. The title, Why Trading Cards Are Cool. And he goes into a lot of detail about understanding how the market boomed, how the market crashed, what to see in the future and things like that. So very smart individual. The paper is very well written. So I think it's definitely a must read for all collectors.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Mike here has a question.
Okay, Money Mike, only one card, E6 Jordan Fleer PSA 10 or a Mantle 52 PSA 7. Ooh, that's a good one. That's tough. What do you think, Dan?
For me, I'm a basketball guy. I'm a basketball guy, so Jordan all the way.
I probably would be as well. I mean, I'm from North Carolina. Jordan was my hero as a kid, so definitely Jordan. But that's tough. I would love that Mantle as well.
Right.
Did you receive your LeBron PMG yet, Dan?
No, I haven't because I haven't paid for it yet. Guys, I don't know if you saw my live video, but I was doing like a live bidding for a PWCC auction.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, and it got out of hand really quick.
That's like, what do you mean?
So I had a price in mind. I lost it, and everybody in the chat was like, no, they didn't really do it, but I felt like they were peer pressuring me, so I kept bidding it up, getting outbid, and then
you got really excited, influenced by the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so did you win it?
To extended bidding. I did. Like I would bid it, and then I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have bid that price. It's too much money. And then I would get outbid, and I get outbid, and then I was like, okay, yes, I don't have to pay it. And then it would go to extended bidding, and then everybody was like commenting and giving their opinions, and I was like, oh god, another $100, just an extra $100. And originally my top bid on that was like $3,200.
Yeah,
and it ended up going for $4,200. So yeah, that got out of hand. So I haven't paid for it yet. I got to figure out. I got to move some things around.
So you won it at $4,200, correct?
Yes.
And the owner is like, when are you going to pay me?
Well, it's PWC, so I think I got like 2 weeks to pay it. But I gotta move some things around. You know what I mean? I gotta shift some things around to make some room.
So you think it's been? Have you been really buying a lot of good things off PWCC because it's a closed auction that's not on eBay anymore?
I love it. Because sometimes you can find some really good deals. Sometimes you overpay for things. It's like any other auction, right? But I love the fact that it's structured so it only happens like once a month, basically. So like it doesn't consume life like eBay does. And then I love how like people don't search those auction listings, right? So like for like comp. So if I buy something, if I want to, I can flip it or whatever it is, and I don't have to fight with people over the perceived value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I get worried as a seller listing anything on there as an auction because, I mean, as a buyer, it seems pretty good, but when I registered as a buyer, they have to make sure that you have $25,000 in your bank account or a credit card account to be approved.
They didn't.
Yeah, did you not get that? I got that.
Not for me.
Oh well, maybe because you're a great curator.
You may have registered for the premier auction. That's why.
Yeah,
because that doesn't sound right. Okay, so I'm talking about the regular auction.
I didn't know. I just wanted to do the auction, and I just like, when is the auction? And they were like, Well,
No, you're talking about the premier auction where those cards are like $50,000 and up.
oh, well, I qualified then. Okay, so anybody can
No, no,
do the
no,
regular
no.
auction on PWCC.
Yeah. The
Oh,
regular
okay. Well, I
auctions
think the
that's where it's
woman
at.
misunderstood me
That's where
then.
it's at.
Well, I can buy that
No, they're just
52
trying to.
Mantle now. So we'll know where it is
Yeah,
on
they're just trying to
PWCC.
get you right.
They know
Right.
my bank account now. I'm really
So
nervous.
yes,
Now I'm scared. Hey,
I know,
Charles.
right? Hey,
I know you guys want to talk about the 2013 Spidey Red PMG PSA 9 cell.
yes, that
$72,000. Yeah, hot. Was that you, Charles, first of all? Or that was
for
Daniel?
one. Yeah. No. That's for one card. One PMG. Spider-Man,
From
$72,000.
2013? Gosh.
Very, very near the equivalent of the Spider-Man first appearance comic book. I forget which
Yeah.
grade, but it was like $78,000. $78,000.
Yeah. So, but what would you
Crazy.
rather have? Would you rather have that Spider-Man comic or this PMG Red card?
Oh shoot! Like I love both. To be honest, I think you could go wrong either way. I would probably want the comic. I think
Me
it's a little
too.
bit more iconic, but I'm a card guy,
And
so
older.
I would
Yeah.
want the card too. But if I had
And
to pick, if I had to pick, I'd take the comic.
why do you think it went for so much?
We can talk about this. This is going to be one of the subjects of my videos about like why cards run up. But basically, I
The
think
movie?
that a couple people, no, not the movie. Well, the movie helps, but I think it's mainly due to the fact that a couple people, probably like two people, maybe three or four, really wanted that card. And these people who are buying that card, they have deep pockets. And
Obviously.
when you get a group of people, even if you get two people who have disposable income and they want a card, it's that card will be valued at whatever those two people value it. So those people that are buying this, right? They're not just like everyday people like you and me. They're
Right.
probably
I can imagine.
very sophisticated collectors, investors who have the disposable income, and they probably value that card at like $100,000, maybe more someday, right? Someday, but they want the card today because maybe it's super rare and they don't think they'll have another chance. And if this is their one opportunity to buy that card, they're gonna bid whatever they can bid to get it, right? So between the two people, they probably ran it up to $72,000 because that's what the person who won it revalued it at. You know what I mean? But in his mind, he probably values the card at like $100,000, even though it's not worth that today. He thinks that it could be worth that maybe in the future. So he was willing to pay whatever he needed to pay today, even though today's price may be overpaying for it. Does that make
Right.
sense? So
Because
that's how run-ups
these
happen
every
with
day
markets.
on the auction market, right? You won't see a
No,
PSA
no.
9 PMG.
PMG, costume matching color, Spider-Man PMG. So when that happens, where one card sets the new market, the record price, right? All the other cards underneath it kind of follow that trend and they go up for a little bit, and you'll see a run up. You'll see a run up in the prices up until it gets to a point where there's not enough buyers to meet the demand or who are willing to pay, and then you'll see a decline in price. So that's where I think we are with the PMG prices right now, because we are seeing record prices for all these Marvel PMG cards. Or maybe 6 months ago, nobody even cared about it, to be honest.
So so my next question would be like, is it still a good time to buy these PMGs, or is it getting now too hyped, inflated, and wait later till maybe the movies die down or something?
I think there's still time to buy them, but it's getting tight.
It is.
Sure. Like I've been paying attention. Yeah, I did not get on the PMG bandwagon before everybody else did. I was like, I got it this maybe about 3 months ago. Like somebody like Charles may give us some good insight to this, but 3 months ago, just watching the market, they started off there's very few of them that were listed on eBay. You could buy them, right, for a couple $100, maybe less. And what I've been noticing is a lot more have been going to the market, a lot more. And they've been going for high prices each time. And they're raising. And the supply is starting to get higher and higher, right? But the demand is still more than the supply right now. So it's sustaining, like raising prices. But at some point, there's going to be a lot more PMGs that hit the market, and people aren't going to be willing to pay as much for them. And then that's when you'll see a decline. I don't think that we're there yet, but I think that with these prices the way they are right now, we're getting there. I give it maybe 1 or 2 more months, because there's a lot of PMGs on golden auctions right now. And when those PMGs set like record price, when they set record prices, then it's going to be like a gold rush. And then when the market gets flooded with them, they'll probably go down a little bit, depending if the market gets flooded with them, which I think they will, because I've been talking to other PMG holders, and a lot of these people collected the PMGs when they were just a couple $100s. So they have a lot of
I can imagine.
built-in equity. Yeah, they have a very low cost basis, built-in equity. I met a guy, I'm not going to tell, he doesn't want me to tell his name, but I met the guy who sold his PMG lot for like $75,000. He sold his PMG collection for $75,000 on golden just like 2 weeks ago, or whatever. He told me he had just $1,000 into all those cards, right? So for him, it makes sense to sell all those, take the profit, right? But for the people that are buying it now, they're paying top dollar for these cards. It's going to be with the intention to flip them, whatever. It's going to be difficult for them to squeeze out that margin on it. So that's what I think is happening right now. I think that you can still buy PMGs. If you're buying them long-term, they're good buy. If you're buying them to flip, your window to make money is going to close very soon.
Now, is 2013 the very first Marvel PMGs, or they're older ones?
No, I believe so. I believe 2013 is the first year they started making them. And that's the hottest year for it. Although I personally I like the other years personally, but people tend to kind of focus on 2013.
Yeah, because I've been buying a few from the 2017 SpiderMan collection as well.
Anything Spider-Man is red hot right now.
Well, I think
I've got a couple here to show you guys.
Okay, you show us. Okay, and that's the bronze?
Here's a bronze.
And is that numbered?
Yes, this is numbered to 199.
That's 199. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's only Spider-Man PMG I have. And then here's my
what PSA is that?
Auto.
What was the grade on that last one?
This is 8.
Is 8, okay. 8. And most of them are coming back 8. 8's still pretty good, right?
8 is good for a PMG. If you get a 9, you're super lucky, and 10 is almost impossible.
Yeah, haven't not seen a 10 yet. And then the other one was your Exquisite, correct?
Yes, my Exquisite one right here.
And that's the autograph by Tom Holland, correct?
Yeah, yes.
That's a beautiful.
And then I've got this
Moon Knight
red one. This is a 9.
Oh, that is a 9. Wow. Now, do you have the Exquisite on eBay, or is that someone else? I saw another one on there.
That's mine on eBay.
Okay. So you only have the only one I've ever seen so far. I thought I saw 2, but that's yours. Oh, Money Mike. Hey, Dan.
So.
Hey, Dan, did you get wife beat down? Did you get the wife beat down?
Yeah.
Did Ann beat you up?
I did. I got an earful on that one. That's why I haven't paid it yet. I got to move some things around. I gotta make some money, go sell some cards to pay. But yeah, I got an earful for that.
But it was worth it. To the audience,
it was worth it, guys. I know,
Do not
right?
listen to the viewers.
It was worth it for the content. I did it for the content.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So another thing, Dan, we got to think about then, if PMGs are the hottest thing now, what is going to be the next Marvel PMG? We got to find the next hard, to find items that are going to be valuable one day.
Let me answer that, but let me say hello to a couple people.
Okay, let's do that.
My buddy, I met him at Pachanga.
Oh, you did? Awesome.
Feed the gods.
Good evening.
This is my this is my sister. This is my sister-in-law. She doesn't understand any of this. I don't even know why she's in the live right now. So that's funny. Yeah.
Andrew Becker, what's up, Daniel?
Yeah, Yes. Okay. Let's just. This is Matt, my buddy.
Hey, Matt.
Buddy Matt from Oregon.
Definitely 503 trading cards. So 503 is an Oregon area code. Money Mike, Merle, don't keep $25,000 in your bank account. You lose that money to inflation. I may not have it in my bank account. I'm just saying that's what they asked for. But I'll be okay, Money Mike.
Okay. So what was your question, Merlin? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. I was asking that what is going to be the next
card,
Marvel PMG, because I want to buy some more Marvel cards. I want to invest in something that's going to be hot that everybody else may not be noticing because everybody's too, fixated on PMGs. So there's going to have to be something else that's going to take a hit.
I'm hesitant to share this information with you guys. I know some people don't want me to say this.
We may need some donations for this one, guys. I want to hear this.
But I feel like I have to share it with you guys. If you guys are on the live with us, I have to share this information, and hopefully that we can hide this. I'm just gonna say this just for a little bit, and then we're gonna hide it in this live stream. Okay. So hopefully nobody else when they're this, they'll just fast forward over it and they'll miss this part. But this is my prediction. Okay. I strongly believe that the PMGs are doing so well because they're crossover brands. Okay.
Right.
Just like in basketball, they had the PMG. Now Marvel, they have the PMG. So I strongly believe that crossover brands do very well. So it stands to reason because PMG does so well. Basketball PMGs are like almost unattainable for most people. So Marvel PMGs are doing very well. So with that, it stands to reason that the next big one, the crossover, because sport card collectors are collecting Marvel cards, right? That's where they're coming. That's where they're going over. That's why the cards are going high prices, right?
Just like Pokemon.
Yes. So it stands to reason that jambalayas,
the jambalayas
are going to be, jambalayas are going to be very hot. That's all I'm going to show. Okay. And then I strongly believe that the exquisite cards, the autos, exquisite autos are going to do very well.
They're so hard to find, though.
So that's that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're in a lot of collections right now. They don't appear that often. Almost none of them are graded. So, it's, if you can scoop them up, I would say grab them now, because at some point they will follow the trend of PMGs. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. What do I know? But
it's all speculative
right now.
It's just like anything.
Yeah.
Any investment. It's speculative. Okay, some more questions.
So this kind of that.
Top 5 cards going up next year.
So
very broad question.
Yeah, I would say, like, for me, I think it's gonna be the high end cards. The RPAs, probably National Treasures, RPAs, and anything Marvel. That would be my picks. I don't really have specific cards. I would say, but that's what I think.
I feel like some Star Wars cards are going to go up too. A lot of the series coming out. I mean, we have Book of Boba Fett coming out in this month. We have the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming out next year, and Ewan McGregor reprising his role. And everybody sees Dan has bought some Star Wars boxes. He's got the Galaxy Crown.
I'm loading up.
And the 2021 new
We'll
Star Wars.
We'll be ripping these boxes on Christmas. Yes. Yes. I think Star Wars is another play.
Are you going to stream that? The opening of those boxes? I hope so. I want to watch, man.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But I think Star Wars is another play. I think alternative. I think like entertainment cards, not like.
Well, I agree. Yeah.
Entertainment cards I think are going to be a big play. Mainly the ones that have strong IPs. So Marvel, Star Wars, I don't know, Disney. If they make Disney cards, I don't even know, but those stuff. I think that's going to have mainstream appeal once people discover these cards.
And we even said last week, even like music and stuff too. I feel like if they ever make any of those, then I wonder how about like even wrestling. If AEW, when those cards finally come out with Upper Deck, if that will propel the wrestling market.
Wrestling for sure.
James Esslinger, Hi, Dan. I do not see a black eye, so bidding didn't go too bad.
She's smart. She's smart. She doesn't hit me anywhere where she could leave marks because she'll know I'll report her. So she always like gets me where my clothes cover it up.
James again. Tell your wife that you bidding on eBay auctions is now a thing for a YouTube channel, and we also make it you do it just too intoxicating. Laughing out loud. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I think she knows.
Right.
But
Right.
still.
Yes. That's my excuse for everything. I say, it's for the content. It's for the channel. And since I had a meeting for my tax advisor and I'm running this as a business now,
Okay.
and they told me that I can deduct. They said that I can deduct everything that I spend my money on or that I buy. I'm like, see, it's a deduction. It's a write-off.
Yep. That's what my accountant did too. Same thing.
Right.
Money Mike, hey Dan, you see how crazy the Star 101 Jordan cards are going for on eBay now? So they've gone up even more since last week's show?
Oh yeah. I think I forget what auction. I think it was Golden Auction 8.5 went for like 40 grand. Oh my gosh.
40 grand. Wow. And was that a graded one?
Yeah.
By like BGS, of course.
8.
So I think they're
BGS 8.5. Yeah. So I think the Star Jordan's pretty unattainable for me right now at a high grade anyways.
Next. Rob from Sports Card TV. I have been picking up a ton of Scarlet Witch MCU theory I have in my head. Well, I think you saw probably some of the new trailer for Doctor Strange. That'll probably give it away. If you saw,
right.
Has anyone seen the new Spider-Man movie? I went to see it Saturday, and it was great. We saw it in 4DX where the seats move. I took my girlfriend and two of my friends, and the seats move the entire time. It's like a Disney ride, and they spray water and mist and smoke in your face and wind. It's insane. But man, I loved the movie, and it was packed, and I swear I felt like I was at a BTS concert because everybody was just screaming top of their lungs at all like the special appearances and stuff and all the surprises. I won't, give anything away, but let me tell you, people were freaking out on the appearances.
Can you imagine if they made BTS cards? Did we talk about this before?
Soon. Yes, I think sometime last week because we were talking about music cards.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a matter of time now.
They have Yeah, I bet you they have BTS cards in like Korea. We just don't know about them.
Oh man,
I need to find some.
Get some autograph set. Those will go.
Right.
I'll get those in some black pink. Don't buy low print count. Oh, go. What do you say? Sorry, I missed that one. Don't buy low print Marvel masterpieces or Premiere. Leave those for me. Oh, okay, Dave. Gotcha.
Yeah. Marvel masterpieces is also probably a pretty card to pick up too. A hot series to pick up.
I have a question. Now I was looking at some Marvel masterpieces, and I noticed there was some that was confusing because it had like a current date, like 2018, 17, but then it said buyback 1995. I'm just throwing, but it was like a 90s number, and then it looked like the card from the 90s, but then it had a serial number of like 20 or 49. Do you know anything about those cards?
No, I don't. Okay, don't ask me why they did this. All right, don't ask me why they did this. But apparently, what Marvel did is when they started making their new series of masterpieces or whatever set they're doing, they went back and they bought the old original cards, and they turned those old original ones into inserts by putting a new stamp on it, a modern day stamp, whatever.
Okay,
and numbering them, and they called them the buyback cards. So it's like you're getting the old original card, which you could probably find on eBay, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it has a new stamp on it and a serial number, which makes it like super limited for some reason.
Well, do you suggest investing in those?
I mean, for me, it's hard for me to get behind. It's a gimmick. I mean, like you could buy those cards. You could buy those cards right now, like the original ones. It's an original card. It just has a serial number and a stamp on it. So it's a gimmick that created partial rarity in the card, which they're hoping will make it valuable. So I don't know. I think they're cool. Like if you have the original one and then you had the buyback one, that'd be kind of cool. But I mean, I'd rather just get the original one.
All right. Sports Card TV Rob says Star Wars cards. This is the way. And he's watched a lot of Mandalorian.
Right. Mandalorian's huge. I love that show.
Love it too. I can't wait I just saw a trailer during the football game yesterday for Book of Boba Fett, and it looks really good. Really, really good. Feed the God said, hey, Dan, recently picked up some older PSA first edition Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Was wondering if you've looked into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know.
Yu-Gi-Oh? No, I have not yet.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry,
I want to get into it. Yeah,
I sound like a Snoop Dogg when he was announcing.
He's from North Carolina, guys. He's from North Carolina. Cut him a break.
Sound like Snoop Dogg when he's trying to say Ben Affleck's name. He said Ben Affleck. Excuse me,
Merlin. This one's for you, Merlin.
Okay, I'm buying Beyonce Sports Illustrated cards. Ian, you should talk to me. I sold like 20 of those this summer. They went all over LA, Los Angeles, at trade night and everything, to Burbank Cards. So if you were over there,
you're the only person to have those.
They were hot. They were hot. She was hot in them. Josh Binsky, hope I said that correct. Will Zion ever be a top 20 player in NBA? Well, that depends on his health and fate.
Yeah.
And his weight.
Last year, I would say yes. This year, we don't, because he hasn't played yet and he's injured. So it's too hard to tell. But like I would say if he plays like he was last year, then yes, absolutely.
It's been that way for 3 years now, so I am a little worried. And if you check my Instagram, I just posted that I got a flawless 10 HGA glass card of Zion. So I hope he comes back. It's a beautiful card.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a beautiful card. That's a really cool
it was flawless. I've never seen the label that said flawless on it before either. So check it out. Bud F says, I know y'all don't prospect, but what's your perception of Bowman Chrome baseball? Has a prospecting market unlike anything else? I don't know anything about baseball, modern baseball at all. Do you?
I mean, I don't prospect. I don't prospect baseball, but yeah, it's a real, for sure. Like, but it's like winning the lottery. How do you know these guys are going to be good? Like they come out of high school or whatever it is, they make these cards, and you're not going to know if these guys are going to be good for like 5 years. So, I mean, I don't play it in it, but like if you can get it right, yeah, you can do very well for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a gamble, like anything.
This one, yeah, this one's for you, Merlin.
Wax to the Future. Oh, I love that name. What do you think about the 5-card Battle Spectre set? I didn't know it was just 5 cards, but I must have them all then because I really, really love them. I've just sent them all out to get graded. They're all numbered. They look just as nice as the PMGs. But I got the Battle Spectre gem. They instead of PMG or precious metal gem, they say Battle Spectre gems, and I think they're kind of like an aqua color, but they're really nice. So yeah,
those are very cool cards. Very cool.
I love the artwork on them. Rob, they do have BTS cards. My daughter has 1 billion of them. Any of them autographed?
I'd love to see what those. Yeah, let me see what those look like. I wonder. I might have to pick some up. I just want to pick some up, put them out at a show and see the reception for them, and just see what people say.
Yeah, Rob, show me some. Send me a screenshot of one on, IM me or something, or DM me, text me, whatever. Josh says, will you be buying any 2022 NBA Hoops boxes?
Me, no. I think the Hoops are like a lower end brand. They do have some cool inserts in them, but I don't really mess around with that stuff.
Me either. I usually buy just singles anyway. NorCal Emperor, what's up, gentlemen? What is up? Hope you're having a wonderful holiday week.
Yes, how you doing, brother? Uh-oh.
Merlin freed Brittany. I did. I have one left of her. And I noticed since I've been selling those Britney Spears 2001 Sports Illustrated Kids cards that the raw cards have gone up considerable amount on eBay, because I was buying them for like $50 and them graded, and now like a raw one, I sell the lowest one was like $200. So they got popular. Kevin says every sport has a buying and selling season. Which sports are buying season in Q1, I guess quarterly one, and which sport is Q1 selling?
I actually have a graph of this. So if you DM me on Instagram, I'll send you the graph, or I'll post it, make a post of it. But really buy. I don't really subscribe to that season because the sports that the cards that I buy are very niche. So like really the biggest sport I buy is basketball. And I'll buy that I'll buy that all the way up until the playoffs. That's when I stop buying. But I buy Marvel cards. There's no season for that. I buy wrestling cards. There's no season for that.
All year long.
Yeah. I buy a little bit of soccer cards. But I'll all year long. So yeah, like I don't really follow
soccer
the seasons,
is pretty much all year too, because it's national and club. So they're either on their professional club team or playing for their country. Mervin, would you ever consider cracking that Zion for PSA Merle? Oh hell no! I want to keep it as is. No, because how if it comes back at PSA 8, then I'm really screwed.
Yeah. What happens if you crack it and you crack the glass?
No, I love that flawless label. Y'all may hate on HGA, but that slab is very gorgeous. So I'm going to keep it the way it is.
Yeah. Let somebody else figure that out.
Exactly. They can have it. Does my slabs work like StockX? Are they just a broker, or do they have cards in their wallets ready to ship?
My slabs is just a broker.
It's just yeah. It's just a communication site, just like eBay or something.
It's a platform. It's a platform, just a website, no app or anything like that. Just for you to list and sell your cards. But my slab doesn't really do anything. They don't even really facilitate it. They don't even handle the transactions. That's done through PayPal. So all they do is just provide a platform for you to sell your cards. And if there's like a dispute, they'll try to mediate it, but they don't really get that involved.
Yeah, because I use it. You use it too, right, Dan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just sold a card the other night before I left here, and it tells you got 72 hours to ship it out, and then you pay. They pay via PayPal. The buyer does, because I also bought the same day as well, and that person has 72 hours to ship it out to you, and then they send you the tracking number, and they're supposed to put that in the transaction area of the area where you buy it on my slabs, so they know that it was sent properly and received properly. So Tierra says, what do you all think about Logan Paul buying a whole case of first edition base set Pokemon booster boxes for $3.5 million? I saw that post of his. Now, is that real? $3.5 million?
Yeah, that's real. That case has been tracked from previous sellers over the last couple of years who are very reputable. So that case is real, and it is certified by Baseball Card Exchange. I don't know what he plans to do with it. I hope he doesn't plan to open it, but I don't think he's a collector. I think that he buys stuff and then he basically does breaks on his YouTube channel, and that's how he makes tons of money doing that stuff. So I don't know what he's gonna do with it. If he opens that thing, that'd be wild. If he opened that and open all the individual boxes, which I could totally see him doing. I don't know what else he would do with it though. Because I don't think he's a collector. So, right, like that would be a flip for him, maybe. But he would probably make more money if he opened that and live streamed it on YouTube. He would make so much money just on the YouTube revenue. Yeah, so that's probably what he's going to do with it. I think it's great. Any type of big sale like that helps the hobby. So I'm all for it. I love it. If he does anything with it, I'll probably watch that content for sure.
Yeah, he might spend like 6 months hyping it up for a big, stream show.
Yeah, definitely. The last one he did, he was selling those packs for like $45,000. No joke. People pay $45,000 for him to open the Pokemon packs live. One Pokemon pack, right, on his live, and which seems crazy. You're definitely not going to get any type of return on investment for that. But I think the whole idea is that with that, he gave away like an NFT, which was worth a lot of money. And he promoted their business, whatever it was. So he'll probably do something similar.
Gotcha.
I think.
Feed the God says, I have a SGC 2.5 58 Mickey Mantle card, planning in keeping it forever. Should I crack it into PSA or keep it as is?
I would keep it as is because SGC, although people hate on SGC for modern cards, SGC has probably one of the best reputations for vintage cards. So I would just keep it there. I mean, you could if you wanted to put it in PSA label. I don't necessarily think it's gonna change the value too much, but if you're looking for a higher grade, that does happen sometimes. I know people who have cracked SGC cases, they put it in a PSA and like a bump, like 1 or 2 grade bump on it. So that could be the play. But
So
if you just want to switch it to PSA, I don't really see benefit.
So he could think, hopefully he could come back at PSA 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's a possibility for sure.
Since it's a half grade. And how much is that valued at 2.5? Mickey Mantle.
I'm not sure. I don't know the numbers on that, but money. I would assume it's I'm assuming it's probably a nice bump in value.
Money Mike says, "Hey Dan, do you see the Star 101 Jordan being like the 52 Mantle in 10 to 20 years with such a low pop?"
Possibly, yeah. I could see that happening for sure. The Star is still as much as it's valued at right now, it's still very under the radar card. So I could see it being the coveted card that everybody focuses on.
But the only problem is it's only being graded by one grading company, right? SGC doesn't grade stars, do they? Nor does PSA.
Yeah.
And that's probably why
it has a little bit of baggage to it.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of baggage to it because that. All right, let's see. Let's make our way through the comments here.
Let's do it. What do we have next? All right. Money Mike, 3.5 million, give a case of 52 tops or 61 Fleer basketball, whatever available. True.
I know, right?
In all seriousness, you guys are 2 of the most genuine dudes in the hobby. I appreciate all you do for the industry and your authenticity. Perfect combo for the show. Well, I'm blushing red, Rob. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that.
I plan on doing some with Rob in the future as well, too. So we're going to do a little comedy, later in 2022. So I look forward to that as well with you, Rob. So thank you so much, man. Mervin, Logan Paul should bet that in his next boxing match, he should bet the $3.5 million Pokemon box. Yeah, good.
Yeah, that would be insane. Insane.
The Bullhorn's hot Mike. Oh, I haven't seen this guy. Any thoughts on the new tax reporting for 600 plus per year? Do you think eBay will have less listings? And should I try to get a show table to sell? Have a couple hundred slabs and piles of raw on the move. We'll definitely try to set up a table. What do you think, Dan?
I definitely think a lot of people will try to sell off the eBay platform to try to avoid that. I always say try to go to shows and sell at tables just because it's just a better way of transacting, I think. But it's harder to do that. It's hard work, and you're not going to get a large customer base. So just kind of keep that in mind. But honestly, guys, it's like you can't run from this stuff. I think that the better move, instead of trying to avoid paying taxes, the better move is to turn your hobby into some type of business where you can get write-offs, and whatever profits you make, you can probably offset with your deductions and write-offs. So that's probably the better move. Don't try to if you're selling cards, there's no reason not to sell cards just because you don't want to pay taxes on it. The better way to go about it is learn to play the game, the tax game, start setting up a business and use the rules to your advantage. And I'll make a video about this because I'm a very big proponent about starting your own business. I love those books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad books. So I'll probably do like a video where I review the book and link it to how to run a card business or something like that.
Mervin says, on other news, there was a record sale for cricket cards this week in Golden. Don Bradman rookie cards sold for 7,000 PSA 6.
Wow.
Cricket. I wish I knew about cricket.
I still need to find a cricket card. I saw one at a show one time. Somebody showed me. I thought it was a joke, but I haven't seen one since.
Oh, no, I had a guy that was visiting from Nashville, Tennessee at the cardstock trading show several months ago. And he was talking to me because, he was from Nashville and I went to school to Tennessee. And he showed me his cricket card. And then some guy came and walked up right next to me and opened up his case and had the same cricket card of the same player.
No way.
Yeah, I think
No
it's that
way.
Bradman guy, but it's whoever is the like the Michael Jordan of cricket. And then they started talking and freaking out. But I was like, oh my God, what a coincidence that was. What's the odds of that happening?
I need a cricket card in my case. I want to have like just a case just full of weird oddball cards. I want to go to Dallas and have all unique cards that nobody else has. And I need a cricket card in my case for that, for sure.
Now, have you bought any of those cornhole cards I told you about?
Are you serious? Were you serious about that?
Serious. Yes, I'm not
you were
joking.
joking.
Tops makes them. The cornhole.
Send me a link. I want to see what that looks like.
Yes, and it's not about your anus. It's really a cornhole. Money Mike says, if you guys won a $5 million lotto ticket, what card would you buy?
$5
million? Can I buy like a case of stuff? $5 million. Whew.
I know, right? I think $5 million could get you like any card you wanted.
How much would that Jordan Fleer PSA 10 get you?
That's 300,000. 300,000 right now.
A PSA 10 Fleer Jordan?
Right?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'd buy a lot of them.
Okay, let's just say, yeah, man, my Grail card is the Kobe Bryant credentials card. So, PSA 10, whatever that's worth. That's what I would buy. I would buy that, and I would put the rest into another investment like real estate. That's what I would do.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to invest in other things. I don't be too scared to put all my eggs in one basket. So Kevin says, I live in Indiana, have family in Michigan and Tennessee. Which side is best to see the most comprehensive card show calendar by state? Very, very good question. I mean, I use the show locator, Donald's Instagram, at the show locator. He posts a lot of, things, across the country. Where else do you look?
Yeah. There's as far as I know, there's really no website that tells you all the card shows. And even if there was, who's going to check a website? You got to look on your phone, and you got to be part of the Instagram community. That's where the card community interacts right now, is on Instagram. So you've got to check that. There are a couple accounts that post all the card shows, but really, if you're looking for card shows in your immediate area, you've got to make friends with people in the community who post what shows they're going to. That's the best way to go about it. And then as far as the big shows, like the national shows, like Dallas, any shows in Las Vegas, any shows in Florida, Philly, those places, those always get reposted all the time. So you're never going to have a problem finding those. It's just those local shows, which I think you're asking about. And you're only going to find that through the people in the community.
Yeah, usually what I just do,
but you got to check Google Instagram.
Yeah, I'll Google like card shows in Los Angeles, or if I come back to North Carolina, card shows in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And sometimes they pop up. You'll see one or maybe a whole list. You never know.
Right,
Tim Aspuro, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Is real game use jersey patch cards a great play, especially in the upcoming years moving to Fanatics? These cards will be unique. Thoughts? So it's not like the patch cards versus like just a manufactured patch card, or what?
I think he's talking about the cards that only have a patch on it and nothing else, no auto or anything like that.
But it's an authentic jersey piece, correct?
Yeah, I mean, to me, they're a gimmick. I've never been a big fan of patch cards unless they're paired with an auto. I just rather have I'd rather just have a real game used jersey rather than little tiny quarter-inch of a one, like me, so I've never been a big fan of them. I have bought and sold patch cards here and there, but I find that they're kind of hard to move, to be honest. So I wouldn't be.
Yeah, the autograph probably makes them a little more,
they're really unique. Yeah. If they're like a really cool design, that's different. If they have a good eye appeal and a good aesthetic, then yeah, they're a good buy. But if they're just like a little tiny circle, or something like that, then I probably wouldn't be all. Anyway, if you're gonna buy any, I would buy the large patch cards.
I mean, also I noticed they did some with like very old Hall of Famers. Like if you had like a Babe Ruth piece of something fabric in there, or a
Yes.
piece of
So,
bat, or Ty Cobb or
yeah.
whoever.
Yeah, those ones I would also say are probably worth picking up. So the large patch card, they call them like napkin patches, like a big square.
Oh,
Those
that's the
ones, or
napkin
like the
patch.
really
Gotcha.
old, yeah, or the really old relic cards of like people who have passed away.
Ian, any MetaZoo in the collection yet? Not yet. Like I said, I just saw some at
Not
the
yet. I
San
kind
Francisco
of
show,
want
and that was
to,
it.
yeah, yeah. I kind of want to get into it, but man, MetaZoo, like I thought MetaZoo was going to be a fad, to be honest, and I was like wrong about that for
I know,
sure.
me
They just got
too.
picked up by Topps.
That's what you
So
said.
Topps is making them. Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
who knows? I might get into it. I like that. I like fantasy cards and things like that. So I think they're kind of cool.
They are. And I love how they're kind of like of urban legends or myths, from all around the world. Like it's, there's, whatever ghost, and there's like, Bigfoot, and then there's the Loch Ness Monster, and, the Yeti or something. Derek Schatz, how mad would you be if you had $30,000 in cards sent to someone else from PSA? I saw that video, Derek. I don't know if that's you, but I saw Retro Hoops Collectible show another guy's video of him opening up a Super Express or something, or whatever it was, and he pulled, it wasn't even his cards, and one of them was a Jordan Fleer card from '86, and other expensive cards.
And one of them was like a Chrome Brady.
Oh, there was like 3 Chrome Bradys. There was 3 of them.
Refractor.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Yeah, and a Kobe refractor in there. Oh my gosh! First of all, let me just say this: if I got my cards back, I wouldn't be upset. Yeah, if I got my cards back, I wouldn't be upset because I would be made whole, so I wouldn't be upset. But I think that guy who got the cards, number one, he deserves some type of credit from PSA for being honest enough to turn that back in. And I feel like if I was that guy who got my cards back, I'd probably try to send him a thank you gift, whatever, for just being honest. Because if he had not streamed that, if he wasn't streaming that, who knows? He'd be in Mexico right now. You know what I mean? Like sitting on a beach, cashing those cards in or something like that. But
and the poor guy,
thank God that guy
his
was
cards.
Yeah. Thank God that guy is honest, and that really makes me happy to see stuff like that in the hobby. That's like $30,000 worth of cards, but this was super cool about it, super honest. So I love seeing those type of things in the hobby. Which leads me to, let's take a break. Questions. Let's talk about this. This is really upsetting me.
Okay. What
fake
is it?
Cards. Fake cards.
Fake cards. And did you buy a fake card or what?
No, just I've seen somebody posted this and I reposted it, but people are selling reprints on eBay that they're passing off to be real cards, right? I don't know if you saw my post on this. I wish I could share my screen with you guys or something like this. I don't know how to do it, but people are selling slab Luka Doncic, Luka silver prisms, PSA 10s, slab, okay? And they designate it with an RP in the description. And then in the title, and then in the description, they disclose that it is a fake card. But it's why are you selling that kind of junk on eBay? Why is eBay allowing those type of things to be sold? There's no reason that anybody would want to buy a reprint of a modern day card slabbed in a PSA slab with a PSA label, right? If you got the card, it's obviously fake because I think it has no back to it. But still, people who are new to the hobby, they're not going to know what that means. And I'll tell you, when I first got back into the hobby, I bought a fake card because it was an RP. I didn't know what that meant. And
I thought it said rookie patch.
I was able to return it. Yeah, something like that. I didn't know until I figured it out later and I returned it. But a lot of people are not going to know that. You know what I mean? So I see those kind of things and it just kind of makes me sick.
Well, how much are they asking for these cards? How much are they asking?
I don't. Where's my phone?
Did any of them sell? That's the question.
I'm sure they sold
if poor soul paid $1,000 for one, I'd be really sad.
Yeah, I'm sure they're selling for because people were messaging me about it. Let me see here.
That's terrible.
They're selling for they have bids on them. The last bid was $100. you know, but
Still,
it's still they're reprints. They're reprints. And people do this with the Jordan cards too. They do this with all the cards, but now they're doing it with like modern cards, and people just don't know any better. You know what I mean? So
oh,
just in case you guys don't know, if you see anything on eBay that says RP, it stands for reprint. Don't mess with that stuff at all. And spread the word. Please spread the word to all your friends who are new to the hobby, just so that nobody gets suckered into these things. Because it's just like there's no reason to buy that kind of stuff.
So I heard you're going to the Dallas show. We're both going to the Dallas show. Is anyone of the viewers out there, y'all going to the Dallas show? And it's going to be, I think, the week of January, for like 14th, 15th, 16th, something like that. So if y'all are going, let's all please meet up.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave Tuesday night to get there. You're coming Wednesday, I think, or is I'm coming Wednesday and going Thursday? I forget what days.
One day, I think that when we have a big enough audience for Between Two Slabs, we should do a live Between Two Slabs with a live audience.
We can't wait.
That'd be cool.
We should set that up.
One day.
We're gonna have it.
Hey, we'll organize it for you guys one day. When we can get like I don't know, 20 people in a room or something, we'll do it.
We'll be on stage.
All right.
They do have stages there, so
that'll be fun.
Rick Norcal, $5 million put into S&P 500. Only use the interest to buy cards. Okay. Alex Demas, what up and coming sports card marketplace apps do you use? Whatnot for streaming? Pop-up Taxi for selling at shows? Oh man, I don't even know about Pop-up Taxi.
I've heard about it. I saw them promoting it at the last Dallas show. It's like an app. I believe it's an app that tells you, like, people post a card at a show and they'll tell you where to find that card, at the table. So it helps you find rare cards. But for my apps, basically, I use Card Ladder for card pricing and keeping track of my inventory, which I like Card Ladder a lot. The only thing is that they don't have all the cards there. So that's one drawback, but I use them. I use Whatnot a little bit. I'm trying to get a little bit into it, but I think Whatnot is a good site for buying cards at good prices. That's mainly it for me. What about you, Merlin?
I use Market Movers. I use Whatnot, Card Ladder. I tried looking for Pop-up Taxi in the Apple store. I can't find it. So is it just a website or what? Because I'm trying to look for it. And that's about it. And eBay, I guess. Typical.
Mm-hmm.
Any NFTs in the collection yet? Not yet. I've just bought some of the rare ones off. I bought just for fun off Otis for like $1 a share, but that was about it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be buying any NFTs, guys.
Yeah,
so it gives me some type of exclusive access. I don't need to be in the NFT space, to be honest. Like, you don't need to go to every new thing that is like a gold rush. You don't need to jump from cards to NFTs to crypto to fractional shares of what, you guys don't need to do all that stuff. Just pick something that you're happy with and have fun with it.
Exactly.
I think NFTs are cool. I've been thinking about this. Okay. I said this, Doc, because now I'm going to go on a rant. Now I'm going to go on a rant, guys. All right. Here's a curator rant right now. Okay.
I can't wait.
With any community, right? The community is what fuels the economy within the community, the buying, selling, trading, right? And I think what's going on with NFTs right now is everybody that owns NFTs, that's buying, flipping NFTs, they're trying to bring other people into the NFT community in the market so that they can sustain that buying, selling, trading at the high level that they're doing it right now, which is cool. But it's almost like, hey, I need you to come into my space so that I can make money off of you. That's what I feel like is going on with NFTs right now, because they are making so many every day. There's so many projects out there that are going to be worth zero, and people are just buying and selling and trading them like crazy. They're flipping them. All right. Like most people that are in NFTs, they're not in it because they appreciate the art. They're not in it because they think that it's going to be a long investment for them. They're just flipping it. And at some point, a lot of people are going to be holding the bag on these NFTs. So it's kind of like annoying to me when I hear people say, "Oh, these are so great. You got to get into NFTs. You got to get into NFTs." They're just trying to like get people to jump in there to keep fueling the demand, which will raise the prices on that. But we've seen this with the card market where the supply is just so great that the demand will sustain the supply for a little bit, but at some point that supply is going to keep growing and there's going to be a huge gap and all those NFTs are going to be worthless. That's what I believe. And that's
now how is
I'm not
like NBA Top Shot going along? How's that going? Well, because it was like such a big hype this time last year, and I knew so many people that made a lot of money off of it. How is it this year?
I mean, it's still going. People are still buying it. I have a couple of those Top Shot moments. I have like Kevin Durant moments that I can't even sell for $20.
Oh, really?
It's just they're not worth anything. Unless you get like a low number one, which to me it doesn't. I don't understand like the difference between a low number moment versus a high number moment. It's the same moment, right? It's just like they create these ridiculous gimmicks, add onto it to try to add value, and it doesn't distinguish them in any type of way. So Top Shot is a perfect example, right? Everybody got into it trying to buy, flip. They made their money, and then now a lot of people are holding the bag on those things, and it's nothing, dude. It's like I get no enjoyment of owning Top Shot moment. Maybe I'm old fashioned that way or whatever, but like I just get no
maybe I am too.
Enjoyment out of NFTs at all.
I hate to say I'm getting old, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah. So that's my rant on that, guys. Just be careful. Don't jump into NFTs just because people are telling you to jump in it so that you can make money. You can make money a lot of different places in a lot of different ways. So just pick something that you really enjoy and go with it, and you will do well with it. Okay. You don't have to jump into the next hot thing. You know what I mean?
NorCal, hey Daniel, any word from Slab Mags on that Curator Army discount code? I want more butt holding out for a code.
No, but like a lot of people have asked me about that actually. So I was just like joking when I said that, but you know what? If a lot of they're asking me for the discount code, so okay. I'll speak to the owners of that because they messaged me. They want to meet me in Dallas. They were very happy with the video that I posted about them, so they want to meet me and kind of show me some of their products. So I will ask them if we can get like a Curator Army discount code, 10% or 15% or something like that. I'm sure they'll do it. I mean, why not, right? They'll make money.
Yeah, so why not? Yeah.
They have a discount code right now. I don't know how long it goes for, but I'll ask them for a Curator Army specific code for sure.
And if anyone hasn't seen that video, that was Dan's last video on YouTube before this. So check that out when he did a video about Slab Mags. I guess they're like these card sleeves, correct? Are you going to show one? Yeah, because they're pretty cool.
So they're basically they're like aluminum, tempered glass, or plastic. I don't know what tempered plastic on both sides, and they hold your slabs. So they offer better protection than the plastic bag, and they're cool. They fit in your card case. They're a little bit of a luxury item at the price right now, about $25. But if you want that just extra. Yeah, so it's kind of expensive, but if you have really high-end cards like a Jordan, for example, I think it makes sense to do it. And they're cool. They're definitely cool. They make the card look like the perceived value would be higher on a card like this, I think, because of the matte. So I think they're a good alternative play. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying 100 of them for all my cards, but for like the really special ones, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Love them. Okay. Next question.
Okay, let me go through this here.
Okay. So Money Mike, a lot of honest people in this hobby, which is awesome to see. Love it. Yep. If anyone hasn't seen
he's talking about that guy.
It out. Yep.
Yeah.
The PSA guy. It was crazy. I can't believe that happened. Yeah, I just believe in karma anyway. Tim says, I'm falling back in love with Marvel cards. Agree. The art has always been nice. I'm going all in. We'll go for it, Tim. I've been going into. I've been listening to great curator. I've been buying my own. Bought some PMGs, bought some other rare inserts, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Enjoy
I'm telling
it.
you guys, Marvel's a play because everybody loves Marvel. I've never met anybody that says I don't like Marvel, right? It's all a part of our childhood. We all grew up loving it, and the cards are so cool. The way like all the Marvel cards are super cool looking. So it's just a matter of time before
I'll
people
send her in a light,
see value
and
in them.
I'll look at the card just for like 5-10 minutes, just admiring it because the artwork is so beautiful on them.
Right. So Marvel cards are playing.
Yellow.
Oh, Dex Flex. Giving us a tip.
Toys,
Thank you so much, brother.
I just bought an SGC 910 Auto Veteran Ticket Contenders Gold out of 10 Bill Russell for 1.1 thousand. No comps. A red 25 sold for 800 in November. Did I overpay? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so at all.
Bill, no, not for Bill Russell.
No, Bill. Is that an on-card auto? I wonder.
Yeah, is an on-card auto?
Either way, I think Bill Russell cards are great cards to have. Even though like he may not be like super relevant today, people still know who Bill Russell is. So his cards are always going to be, in demand. And he's not getting any younger, guys. So he's going to be around with us for much longer. So if you can pick up his stuff while he's still, healthy, then I think it's a good play. And thank you for that. Appreciate it, man. I feel like I need to send Dex something. I feel like I need to give you a care package. Let me think about something, Dex. Let me see what I can do for you. Okay. I might reach out.
Dex a care package. Instagram. Where are you from, Dex?
Yes.
Jordan. Yes, sir. I'll be at the Dallas show. Well, you have to come say hey to us. Please come to our table.
Right.
Vincent the guy. I am in. You're in where?
This is my Uncle Vincent here. My Uncle Vincent.
He's in YouTube now.
He's in the chat.
Thanks, Uncle Vincent. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He finally discovered YouTube. Money Mike, you see Jeff Wilson trading LeBron Chrome card for a Zion rookies? I sure did. I saw that video. Came out like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Where was he? At the Tampa Bay show?
I haven't watched that video yet.
Yeah, I think he was at the Tampa show. Rick, here's a tip. I sell cards on Facebook sports cards groups. For example, sports cards buy, sell, trade by Texas Sports. 40,000 plus members, lots of buyers, no eBay fees. That is a good way. I need to do that more often. Need to go on Facebook. How about you, Dan?
Mm-hmm. I don't really interact with people on Facebook just because maybe it's the local people here in Orange County, but they're like really nasty to me. Like if you don't do a deal with them, they were like saying racist to me, and like I just got off of it, man. It got too nasty. It got too real, to be honest. Like just like people just getting super nasty to me on those Facebook. So I just got off of the whole thing.
My apologies, man.
I don't even deal with that stuff anymore. Like, yeah. So
yeah, I never do an issue with Facebook, and so I don't go on Facebook as much like I do Instagram. But people do that on Instagram as well? I mean, I make transactions on Instagram. People, hit me up on eBay, and then they see whatever item I have, and then they hit me up on IG, and they're from all over. I mean, I've sold internationally on IG, and it's gone, pretty well.
Wow.
People have been pleased because, they see me on YouTube, they see me, at shows, or they see me here, Instagram, whatever. So they trust me. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Money Mike says, buy the cards you like rather than NFT. Agree. Definitely. I hear Emily screaming. Because that's not my mother.
No. Okay, let's see.
You there? Okay. Vincent, your Uncle Vincent. Yes, I see the Jeff Wilson trade, but if Zion comes back strong, then his trade is a successful one. But it's a long shot, right. But let's fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed.
Let me see here.
What are you gonna do?
Charles got some comments here.
Okay. The only NFTs I hold are from Gary V's.
Yeah, true.
Dr. Word, isn't the NFT market described just like sports cards?
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. But the difference is we like sports cards. This is what we do for fun. So it's not like we're shifting to NFTs just because NFTs are a thing now, right? We like sports cards. We like cards, so that's what we collect. So even though there's a lot of similarities on how it works, we're having fun doing it. I don't know if you would necessarily have that same fun if you were into NFTs and you didn't love NFTs.
Well, the question is, are there any NFT conventions?
Not yet, but I think that's what Gary V is trying to create with his VCon or whatever he calls it. So I think that it will be a NFT focused thing.
Next.
All right, let's go through this here.
Get so much more. Bear Market 5829. I vote for the great curator's New Year goal: be growing his hair a la Roth's card style.
Yeah, I can't do that, guys. I'm Asian. I don't have that type of like facial hair. I can't.
No.
Grow a beard. I can't grow a mustache. And if you saw me with long hair, it would not look good. I would lose all my followers. So
same here. By the time I started growing a beard, I quit growing as much hair. The hair slowed down and the beard started growing. I couldn't get both of them.
Yeah,
and I didn't start getting a beard till I was 40. Seriously.
Yeah.
Timo, I like physical things. Forget NFTs. Exactly. Me too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, you get your choice. You have, you have a real girl, or you just watch porn all day. It's one, it's a choice. Money Mike, my wife wants to buy me a Slab Mags for Christmas. Get that discount code going, Dan.
All right, I'm gonna work on it, guys.
Just one?
Yeah, I'm gonna email. I'm gonna message Guy tonight. We'll see what we can do for you guys for sure.
Rick, yeah, $25 to protect the $10,000 card. Worth it. If Daniel has a link, I'll use it. Me too. Got to check the video. The video is great. The case is great.
Hold on, I gotta highlight comment. I think we gotta kick Mike out. Monday, Mike, we were doing so well, man. I liked you a lot, but I think we're gonna have to kick you out for this, man.
That's blasphemy, man. Cardinals sitting here. Yeah. I'm 41. I'm not a Marvel fan. Money Mike, what are you doing here then?
I know, right?
Are you a DC? Like,
we love Mike.
Then are you DC?
We love Mike. Yeah.
No. Timo, Daniel, do you have an update on that Tom Brady gold kaboom? Did you sell it? Good question. I asked him.
It has not been sold yet. It's okay. Yeah, it has not been sold yet. It has been sent to Golden Auctions, so it will be in the January auction.
Oh wow! So look for it in the Golden Auctions. GOLDIN.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to bid on it, I think Money Mike has to use some of that Bitcoin money that he's always talking about and try to buy it. I think Golden Auction accepts Bitcoin, right?
I think they do. What kind of safe do you guys use for expensive cards? Mine's called Vault, and some of PWCC.
I think if you're talking about like a home safe, I don't really have like a brand, but any fireproof safe would work. Although I don't know if there was a real fire, if that would actually help your cards or not, to be honest. I don't really. Maybe we can do some research and find out what the best one is, and I'll do a review video of that.
I'm worried. Next question, Money Mike's going to ask, "Where is your safe?"
I know, right? Oh, here you can answer this question.
Thoughts on HGA? Good and bad. The slabs are beautiful. The labels are beautiful. They grade pretty well, but they have a lot of rookie mistakes because they started back in February. You're not going to get the same sell as you will a PSA card or a BGS with subgrades, or even now an SGC, because they're starting to get a lot of respect lately as well. But if you need to get something graded fast and efficient and don't want to pay $150 that you do for PSA, then it's a good place. And they actually make like the Marvel cards, the non-sports cards, look kind of good with their label. So I'm for non-sports, I'm kind of on it, but I've been looking at other means for my sports cards. Ian in wrestling too. I love them
Yeah.
graded my wrestling cards. Ian says NFT con with a bunch of empty tables.
I think
Or
he's joking about
computers.
that,
I
but
mean,
that sounds funny to
digital
me.
computers.
Don't you think it's kind of funny? Don't you think it's kind of like NFTs are supposed to be like all digital collectibles? Yet, if they had a convention, people would
That's what
still
I'm
go there.
saying.
Shouldn't it be like a virtual convention or something like that?
That's what I figured Gary V's is going to be. Like those,
right, but I think it's going to be a physical one, like in person convention. I don't know. It's crazy.
you'll have like a bunch of like iPads like spread out on a table and looking at certain NFTs.
Yeah, I think with NFTs, it's like, or anything digital or in the metaverse or whatever you want to call it. I just think it's weird that like people are trying to create intangible assets because they can't have real tangible assets in life. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Whoa,
It's like
that's heavy.
like the people that are selling metaverse land, right? They're selling metaverse land plots because they don't want to buy real land. You know, they don't want to buy land in real life, but the metaverse plots they're buying are just as cost prohibitive in the metaverse. It's like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like they're creating things out of thin air, like it's supposed to be something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, their meta alter ego likes to buy real estate, but not in real life. They don't.
Yeah, like with cryptocurrencies, right? They'll make their own cryptocurrencies because they're just making fake money, hoping somebody will pay them real money for it, right? And some people fall for that, but I don't. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, too soon. Okay, more questions. What else question we have? Golden accept Bitcoin. I heard they do. Money, Mike.
I believe so.
You have to check and see. Go to their website and find out, but I think they do. Flippin' Steve, welcome to the show. Flippin' Steve, good to see you. Check out Flippin' Steve's show on Flipping Steve on YouTube. Great show. Who is the best Marvel character to buy that has not been in a movie or on television in the past 10 years? I think I know what you're going to say, but say it.
I would say, top of my head,
yes,
Gambit would be my
okay. Oh, good one. Okay.
choice.
Wasn't what I was thinking, but
yeah.
But you showed one of his cards earlier. That's why I asked, because I have a few of that same character's cards graded as well.
Who? Moon Knight?
Yes.
Moon Knight has a TV show coming out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But it's not out yet.
What? Oh, okay. Who has not been in a movie or television show? Yeah. So yeah. I would say probably Gambit would be my choice. Although he does have a movie coming out. I don't know if it's like in production or something, but I heard that it's in production, but we haven't actually seen anything from it.
I think She-Hulk, because that's coming out with a series. She-Hulk. The Kate Bishop character of Hawkeye. And then I heard Echo, because Echo has her own series. I think she's from like Elektra. Echo. She might have been in the Hawkeye series yet. I don't know, and I don't want to give you any spoilers because I haven't even seen Hawkeye yet. But I've heard
this guy's one of my favorite villains right here.
Bullseye, right? He's
yeah.
Is he the villain from Hawkeye, or what's he from?
Daredevil, I believe.
Daredevil, that's it. Yes, you're right.
Check out that card.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's an awesome one.
Oh
wow.
I know, right?
That is really cool. What year is that one? 15?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
15, yeah. Yeah. One I would love to see would be SpiderMan 2099.
Oh, yeah. I have that one too. I have that same card, PSA 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think that'd be super cool. Okay.
There's going to be so many characters coming out pretty soon. It's going to be like pretty endless.
Let me answer Aaron's question here.
Okay. I have around 67 PSA and BGS cards. I'm in the market for a carrying case. I've heard of Zion and Pelican cases. Which one should I get? And that says Z.
For me, it's going to be Zion. Yeah, Zion. I like their cases. Yeah, I did a review video on these cases. I like them a lot. I would not be buying Pelican cases just because you can't get the custom foam. Really, you can buy any case you want. just make sure that it has custom foam cut out for your cards. You don't want to be messing with that pluck foam. It's just too squishy. It's too spongy. You need like solid cut out custom foam for your cards.
Okay, so when you mean by custom foam, did that case you have come with its own foam, or did you? What do you mean that you had to customize it? Did you ask the Zion company or what?
No. They sell it pre-made because all the everybody has the same needs for their cards, right? So all the foam is already pre-cut, so you can just put slabs in there. You don't have to.
Okay.
It doesn't come with a big piece of foam that you have to like customize yourself.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you get
definitely worth buying.
Now, is there different types of foam choices if you purchase a Zion or what, or is it just pretty generic?
They have different size cases which will hold different cards. They have cases that will hold top loaders only. They have cases that will hold PSA, BGS cards only, and then they have another one that holds SGC cards, which are a little bit bigger. And then they make a special case that has
the same too.
Yeah. They have a special case that has individual cut pieces, so you can put one card in it at a time. So they have different options for whatever your needs are.
Oh, nice. And how many cards is that case that you just showed? How many cards does that hold?
I believe like I want to say 80. I want to say to 80 cards, depending on the thickness of the cards. So I've been trying to get them to give me a discount code for like the Curator Army also. So maybe like if we email them, maybe they'll do something cool like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I need another one too. I need a smaller one. Because mine holds like 200. Hits and chicks. Did you hear that PWCC is going weekly with auctions? No, I have not. Did you, Dan? Did you hear about that?
No, that'd be interesting if they did it though. Man, I would just spend too much money. Like I get addicted. I've got a serious problem, guys. I get addicted to these sites.
I think everybody does. You got to know when to say when. Got to know when to pull yourself away.
All right,
but it is a good buying market there.
Questions here,
and I don't know if the weekly auctions would help the sellers much. OC Sells Online. Are you guys planning or setting up at the Cardstock Trading Show? Card show on January 29th. I believe I am going to that one. Or Dan, are you?
I have to look because I might be trying to go to that Mint Collective show in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I don't know that the dates conflict, but I'll have to check it out. If they don't conflict, I'll go to that show. If they do, I might be going to that one in Vegas. We'll see.
Okay.
But I think that's going to be a big show. To be honest, and I think that guy who's organizing Chris, I think he's going to be building that up into something special.
Yeah, I think it's in the Van Nuys area, the new place.
Mm-hmm.
Mervin, the bad part about Zion case is the foam eventually degrades, peels. Eek. I'm sure that's the way with any of the foam. I haven't
experienced that yet. Yeah, I haven't experienced that yet, but honestly, I've only had my cases for like maybe 6 months, so maybe they do it.
Oh, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Ian, Zion makes a nice backpack. They do? Oh, wow. And it holds cards? That's pretty neat. Flipping Steve, the large Zion case is a pain in the butt to carry around a show if it is packed full. I bet it is. I have a medium and a large. Prefer the medium. Yeah, I can imagine, Steve. I can imagine that's a heavy one.
Too. I used to carry around the large. But it's just too big to carry around shows. So now I use the medium size, which is kind of cool because it makes me keep my inventory down to about 80 cards. So I feel like I'm pretty lean with my inventory, and it allows me a lot of mobility when I travel for card shows and stuff.
I think I need two. I need one to take, when I set up at shows, and then I need a smaller one when I go to like trade nights.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think that we got to our questions here. Merlin, you got to go to dinner. You want to start wrapping up?
Yeah, let's do it. Money Mike, I'm bidding on the 52 mantle if Golden takes Bitcoin. Didn't do it, Mike. Do it. Take that mantle and let us know at the next show if you got it or not. So, well, it's past dinner. My folks are in bed. I'll probably sit and watch some, TV, call my girlfriend, say hello. She didn't get to come with me. Okay. She has to work this week. But I know you have to go for dinner.
Let's go. I mean, we got a good amount. We got 61 people in the chat right now. So we got a good amount. I feel
I had dinner
feel
then.
like we
I had
could
some
go for
popcorn
like
shrimp with my dad. I don't get fried popcorn shrimp in
that sounds
LA,
good.
so I get it with my
Yeah,
father.
yeah. I feel like
Let's
we
do
could
it.
go for another 5 minutes or so. So if you guys have your questions, get them in here and we'll try to answer
Yeah,
them. But
anything
we'll go for
about
about another
Dallas or
five,
anything, I
six
would love to know more.
minutes. Yeah.
So
Yeah. If we get some good questions, then we'll keep going for a little bit longer. But I want to ask you something, Merlin. What's
okay.
any card shows going in North Carolina right now? Like, do you go to the card shows
No,
over
I
the
need
weekend
to. I
there?
need to check because I do. What's the that I know he's been on Flippin' Steve a few times. Kevin Furnaz. He's a big YouTube guy, and he's out here on the southeast area, and he's always in North. I mean, I think he's from Florida. I'm not sure, but he's always setting up in my area, like Winston-Salem, Greensboro area, and he's even like set up in like the same county where I went to high school. So I thought that was pretty crazy, and he's got a lot of followers. But there seems to be a lot of shows, so I'd like to check it out. But if there was any, there'd be Christmas Day. So obviously I missed them. But there's a huge show I think in Hickory, Greensboro, and Charlotte that a lot of these big guys go to. I've even seen Roth cards there. So I think we should look into it and try to see if we should go to some of these card shows out here. You could come out here and we'll eat some Carolina barbecue and, come visit our North Carolina Tar Heels.
Oh, yeah. I would love to go out there and check it out.
Yeah. Have you ever been to North Carolina?
If you're my guide, if you're my like companion guide, I'll go there, but because I'm scared to go there by myself, to be honest.
You'll be fine. I have Vietnamese friends out here too growing up. Well, you're Chinese though, aren't you?
Oh, okay.
You're Chinese,
no,
right?
I'm Vietnamese.
You're Vietnamese.
No, Vietnamese.
I think okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I have every city that I've ever lived in.
We all look alike.
No, God. Every city that I ever lived. Don't say that because my girlfriend is Cantonese, so most of my friends are funny. Asian.
I joke. I joke about this stuff, guys, because his girlfriend is Chinese.
No, when I come back here from North Carolina, believe me, all the white people here look alike. I'm not used to it. Yeah, like out here, I had really close Vietnamese friends everywhere. Every city that I've ever lived in, my closest friends, I had a Vietnamese friends. It was very interesting.
Very cool.
It is. They all relocated in different cities out here, so it's very interesting stories. Backgrounds they've come from. You included, Dan. Game Time Gallery. What do you guys think of printing plates and blank backs? There's certain niche, definitely. If you can find a good one for a good price, then I suggest buy it because they usually are either really cheap or really expensive, and you got to be careful.
They're all one of ones.
Yeah, they're all
they're all one of ones basically, but they're cool. Like a niche item. I don't know if they'll ever have like mainstream appeal. I think if you can match up the printing plate to the card, that's where the play is. But by themselves, probably not unless they're autographed.
And FY, PSA does not grade a plate. They will put it in authenticated, slab, but they won't give it a grade. They'll reject it. So the only places that really will, and neither does HGA. So the only places that really give a plate a grade, I think, is SGC and BGS from experience. Cholo Loco. Thoughts on 2020-21 high-end basketball set patch cards not being even player worn? Yeah, I think a lot of people aren't cool.
I'm not a big fan of that stuff. No. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those cards. Unless they're like a rookie card where they don't have any like player worn or jersey stuff. I never buy anything that's not game worn, game used, if I can avoid it.
Next. Hits and Chicks, do you think collectors will eventually base value of sports cards based on the quality of art? Prism is a border. They changed the color. It's not art like a PMG.
I think that will be a big play. I think people will see, here's the thing with collectibles, guys. I've been thinking about this a lot. Okay, here's the second rant for the night. Guys. Okay, so, card collectibles is definitely an established asset class. There's value to the cards, right? But it's very subjective. Somebody value this card at $10,000 and somebody might value this card at like $500. It's very subjective. So that's a thing of cards. And I think that people are a little bit confused about that. They think that a card is worth whatever the card is worth based on the market value that attached to it, whatever eBay says, right? But not necessarily. I mean, you see this all the time in auctions. You think a card is going to go for like X amount of dollars at auction, it ends up going for a lower price. Does that mean the card dropped in value, or does that mean that somebody got a deal on it, right? So that's a thing that I think people will start to smart about in the future, and they will start focusing not on what card everybody is telling them to buy. They're going to start focusing on cards that they appreciate, right? That
True,
if you really
true.
love
Good point.
this,
Very
this,
good point.
this Spider-Man card,
I love it
if
too.
you really love this
I
card,
want that card. I love it.
You're going to pay up for it. You'll pay
Yep.
up for it, right? But if you don't love this card, you're not going to pay the price that I want for this card because you won't appreciate it. So I think that eye appeal and you know, whether you perceive the card to be a piece of art or not, I think that is definitely going to be a huge factor going into the future as people get smarter about what cards they buy.
True. Yeah. It's just how much someone's willing to pay for it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to go back to what he was saying, what he's saying about like Prism is a border, they change a color and it's not art. Yeah. You know, like that's another thing about these manufacturers. Yeah. Like they're getting lazy with their designs, to be honest, and all their multicolored parallels and all that stuff. And I think people are smartening up to that. You know, they're realizing it is, and that's why they're not buying those cards. That's why all those card prices are dropping, and people are going to the more like unique looking cards.
Definitely.
This is going to be fun to answer.
Oh yeah, Mervin, what type of stuff are you guys bringing to Dallas? I am still like I have the whole entire gambit. I mean, I have like so much sports, bunch of non-sports, bunch of unique sports. I also want to talk about that. I'm thinking I'm going to bring a lot of the winter sports. I'm going to bring some Chloe Kims that I have, some Shaun Whites, because Winter Olympics are in February. Shaun White also announced that he's going to be retiring after this Olympics. So I've started getting hit on those cards. So I think I'm going to bring some of that. I'm going to bring my Marvel. I'm going to bring a lot of my wrestling, soccer, and then some of my most unique high-end sports mainstream stuff. Just a very select few of those. Yeah. How about you, Dan?
I'm glad you asked that question, Mervin, because I think I'm gonna break Dallas this year or this show, because I'm gonna bring all Marvel cards. I got these stacks right here, all Marvel.
Holy moly!
I'm gonna be the Marvel guy. I'm gonna be the Marvel guy at Dallas. I guarantee nobody's gonna have as many Marvel cards as me unless somebody sees this and they try to beat me. And I've got 15 PMGs. Marvel PMGs being graded at PSA right now. I do expect to have by the time I go to Dallas. So I will be stacked on Marvel cards. It's going to be like kind of like a social experiment to see if people actually value cards for what they are. I'll have my normal stuff. I'll have basketball, a little bit of, but I'm coming heavy with Marvel guys for sure.
So since this is my first time, should I bring heavy on my wrestling and other sports and non-sports stuff?
Look, if you don't want to compete with everybody else,
yes, I don't want to
bring the unique stuff.
Okay,
bring the unique stuff, because I guarantee you, everybody's going to have modern basketball. They're going to have modern football. They'll have baseball. They'll have vintage baseball, but very little people will have wrestling. Very small amount. Nobody's going to have Marvel. I can almost
really
that nobody's going to have Marvel.
So? Wow.
Nobody's going to. Yeah, pretty sure. Based on the last 2 shows I've been to. Unless they watch this channel and they want to compete with us. Nobody's going to have entertainment cards. So nobody's going to have Olympic cards. So like, yeah, I definitely think just bring the unique stuff. Unless you want to, you might want to mix in some of the modern stuff that you have with that, because you don't want to be too unique. But me and you together, right? So we're gonna have our table. We should just go 110% unique.
Oh, I agree.
Niche. We'll be the niche guys. We'll be the niche corner section of the entire show. I guarantee people will be. I don't know if they're gonna buy any of our cards, but they're gonna take a lot of pictures and talk to us for sure.
I know. Oh my God, you took the words right out of my mouth. That was the next thing I was gonna say. Like, man, they sure do take a lot of photos of my display case. And I was like, God, if I charged $1 every time someone took a photo of my display case, I'd be filthy rich right now. I'd be able to buy a home. I think I really could.
We're gonna be an attraction for sure. We'll be the prettiest girl at the dance, and we'll be an attraction.
But just no one wants
maybe nobody will want to.
Wants to have sex
nobody
with me.
wants to dance. Yeah, nobody wants to dance with us, right?
I was just saying the F word.
Nobody wants pay to have to dance with us.
Prettiest girl, but no one wants to kiss me.
Right. Yeah.
OG card scammer. Yo. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
OG's in the house.
Merlin. Yeah. When is the next show? Probably the Dallas show. How about you?
Dallas show. That's
you gonna be there, OG?
We're gonna be we're doing a countdown to Dallas. Like we're how many? Like 1, 2, like almost 3 weeks away. Just under 3 weeks away from Dallas.
Is Brian coming too? Sunday League Investors?
Yeah, he'll be there.
Okay, good. He's gonna have all his sucker cards then. Awesome.
Yeah, we'll have a good group of guys coming.
Good. Jago, I know there are many variables, but is there a pop limit to where a card is not worth it? Good question.
Right now, I mean, everything is overprinted. There's too much variety. Right now, I don't buy any cards that are over like 100 pop count. Unless it's like an iconic card like a Michael Jordan rookie card, but like the modern stuff, I'm not touching anything that's over 100 pop count.
Yeah. That's a question this morning. Someone made an offer for one of my Erling Haaland cards, and he was asking me, it was a BGS 9.5 Gem Mint, and he asked me, he gave a counter offer, and then he asked me, well, what's the pop count on it? And I'm like, well, why doesn't he look? And I'm like, what's that going to make a difference? Like, what do you think he wants to hear on the pop count? Like, if there's 25, 50, 100, 1,000, like does 50 to 100 make a difference, or does 100 from 1,000 make a big difference?
When people ask you that, if they don't want to check themselves, just be like, to the best of my knowledge, it's pop 1.
Well, on BGS, it was. So, but I don't know how do you know it's like pop 1? Because I looked and there was 1 10 pristine and there was 28 9.5s. So what does that mean?
What's the card grade?
A 9.5.
9.5. So there's 28 of them.
Okay, so what kind of pop is that?
I think he's asking how many of them there are.
Okay, so I would say pop 28, correct? I'm just viewers, if you don't know, I'm just trying to play dumb here. Like, how do I know the difference? Right. So I would tell him it's a pop 28, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So he should buy the damn thing.
I would go as far as to say there's only 28 of them. Super low pop. Right? That's what I would say.
That is super low pop. Wouldn't you agree? It's better. That's better than 2,800, right? Charles, I'm thinking we all should represent Marvel and oddball stuff at the 2022 Nationals.
Yes.
Yes. And by next year, there's going to be cards of us. That's going to be the super oddballs.
Can somebody make a custom PMG card of us? I think that would be awesome.
And also, Charles,
I need to find
thank you so much for buying my X-Men cards on ComC. Much appreciated. So I hope you enjoy them. JG, best basketball box to buy and not open long-term every year. Ooh, I think I can know those.
That's hard to say because it depends on who comes out of that box, the rookies that come out of that box. So you can't limit yourself to just like one box per year. If you want to gamble, I would say if price isn't an option, I would say Flawless or National Treasures or the
you got a lot of money for that though. Woo. Those are expensive.
Yeah, but they're going to stop making those. They're going to stop making those in a couple years. So we have to see what Fanatics comes out with.
Correct?
The equivalent of that, I would say.
Yeah, he'll have an equivalent. Dex Flow Toys. You guys think a Prism Gold 10 sells for more than a Prism Black Gold 5 since gold is so popular?
I think gold. Yeah, like in theory, the lower count one should go for less, but people have like an irrational valuation of anything gold. Gold refractors, gold prisms, gold whatever. People love it. People love gold over any other color. And gold is usually not even the lowest pop color, right? Like with the kabooms, for example, gold is out of 10, but the green is the 1 of 1, right?
Right.
So I don't know. Like, personally, a black gold. What does a black gold look like? I mean, I would probably rather have the black gold, to be honest. But you
Is it like
never go
black
wrong
with like
with
gold trim on it or something?
Yeah, I
That's how
think
I see
that
it.
sounds cool. I've never even seen black gold anything, so I'd have to kind of check that out. But I think anything gold is always in high demand.
Hmm.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's the last question. Oh, okay, we'll answer this question for OG Card Scammer. July 13th to 16th
January,
is the dates for Dallas.
January 13th
Yeah.
to 16th.
Oh, sorry.
July.
I'm sorry. Yes, January 3rd. Yeah, January 13th to 16th is dates for the next Dallas show. So
I believe that's Martin
if you
Luther
can make
King
it, we'd love to
weekend.
see you. Yeah, we'd love to see you, OG. Bring the Santa outfit, please. We'd love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't drive from Seattle though. You should fly. But I love that. I hope you're wearing the Santa outfit right now. So you are. So yeah, that's it. You probably have to eat dinner.
Yeah, let's
I'm
wrap
gonna
it
go
up.
wrap some presents. I have a lot of presents to wrap, and I have to, write my note to Santa so I can get some good gifts on Saturday. And I hope y'all guys have been good, not naughty, or naughty in a good way. Buy some, Marvel cards.
Go watch SpiderMan.
Watch Spider-Man.
Enjoy yourselves, guys.
It's a great show, great movie. I highly recommend it.
Yes.
So check out Dan, the Great Curator, at the Great Curator on IG and YouTube. And I'm Merlin at Merle Cards. Check me out on IG.
We'll see you next week. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting us and spending time with us every week. We love you guys. We will see you next week.
Happy holidays. Bye-bye.